Getting rich is one thing, staying rich is another. That single idea changed the way I think about money, because most people focus on how to make more, but they forget that keeping it, growing it, and using it wisely is a completely different skill set. The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel explores the emotional and psychological aspects of financial decision-making. It's about the way we think, act, and behave with money, and how those subtle behaviors often matter more than income or IQ. Morgan Housel doesn't tell you how to get rich quick. He shows you how to think long-term, how to make peace with uncertainty, and how to build a life that is not just rich in dollars, but rich in freedom, calm, and confidence. Let S break down the most powerful ideas from this book that will shift the way you view wealth forever. In this video, we'll explore 10 life-changing lessons from the psychology of money, from understanding luck and risk, to mastering your emotions around money, to building lasting wealth through patience and behavior. You will learn why most financial success has little to do with numbers and everything to do with how you think. Stick around till the end, because this book wants to just teach you how to earn more. It'll show you how to live with more clarity, peace, and control over your financial future. So, let's dive into the 10 life-changing lessons from The Psychology of Money. 1. Everyone sees money differently. Imagine two people. One grew up in a wealthy, stable household. The other saw their parents struggle to pay rent. Even if they read the same financial advice, they'll make completely different decisions, because money isn't logical, it's personal. Morgan Housel says, no one's crazy. We all have our reasons for how we spend, save, and invest. Your experiences shape your beliefs. So before you judge someone's financial decisions, remember, they're playing a different game with different rules. The real challenge isn't knowing what to do. It is understanding why you do what you do. 2. Luck and risk are two sides of the same coin. Bill Gates became the world's richest man in part because he went to one of the only high schools in America with a computer. That's luck. But his friend Kent Evans, who was just as brilliant, died young in a mountaineering accident. That's risk. Success isn't always earned. Failure isn't always deserved. This idea humbles you. It reminds you to be kind when you win and understanding when others don't. So take action, yes, but always leave room for what you can't control. 3. Knowing when enough is enough. Bernie Madoff had everything: wealth, power, status. But he wanted more. That desire for just a little extra destroyed him and everyone around him. We live in a world that constantly tells us we need more money, more status, more stuff. But Housel reminds us that the goalpost will keep moving if we don't decide where to stop. True wealth isn't about having it all. It's about knowing what's enough for you and having the discipline to stop chasing after everything else. 4. Compounding only works if you let it. Warren Buffett wasn't just a good investor. He was a good investor for decades. Over 90% of his net worth came after the age of 50. Compounding doesn't just apply to money. It applies to habits, relationships, reputation. The secret is to keep going, even when it feels slow or boring. People overestimate what they can do in a week and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. Don't quit early. Let time do its magic. 5. Getting rich versus staying rich. Getting rich often involves bold moves, starting a business, taking risks, betting on yourself. Staying rich, that's a different game. It requires humility, caution, and the mindset that this could all go away tomorrow. Housel puts it perfectly. Save like a pessimist, invest like an optimist. Plan for setbacks, build a margin of safety, but also believe that over time things get better, and your smart, steady bets will pay off. 6. Save money for no reason. Most of us save with a goal in mind, a house, a car, a vacation. But what if you saved just to have options? Money saved isn't just for spending, it's for freedom. Freedom to leave a bad job, freedom to take time off, freedom to make choices based on values, not desperation. Having cash on hand gives you the power to say no, and that power is priceless. 7. You're not a robot, and that's okay. The smartest financial decision isn't always the most rational one. You might pay off a low-interest loan early just to sleep better at night. You might keep extra cash on hand because uncertainty stresses you out, and that's okay. Housel reminds us that personal finance is more personal than it is finance. The best plan is the one you can stick with, not the one that looks best on paper. 8. Real wealth is invisible. When you see someone driving a $100,000 car, you know one thing for sure: they spent $100,000 on a car. That doesn't mean they're wealthy. It means they chose to display wealth. True wealth is what you don't see, and the savings, the investments, the financial cushion sitting quietly behind the scenes. If you're constantly spending to show you're rich, you're actually doing the opposite. Wealth isn't about showing off, it's about having control. 9. Your goals will change. Plan for it. What you care about today might not be what you care about in 10 years. That's just how life works. The problem? We make big, expensive decisions, mortgages, degrees, careers, based on a version of ourselves that might not stick around. Leave room to pivot. Don't lock yourself into a lifestyle that future you might hate. Flexibility is more valuable than precision. 10. The best financial strategy? Stay in the game. The market might crash. You might lose money. But if you stay in the game long enough, saving consistently, investing wisely, and avoiding dumb risks, the odds are on your side. Most people don't lose because they made one bad investment. They lose because they gave up, panicked, or went all in on something dumb. So keep going, stay patient, and focus on what you can control. Morgan Housel doesn't tell you how to get rich quick. He shows you how to think long-term, how to make peace with uncertainty, and how to build a life that is not just rich in dollars, but rich in freedom, calm, and confidence. So here is what we've learned from the psychology of money. Real wealth isn't about how much you earn. It's about how you behave. It's about patience, consistency, knowing when enough is enough, and understanding that your mindset shapes your money far more than math ever will. If you apply just a few of these lessons, like saving consistently, thinking long-term, and avoiding lifestyle traps, you'll not only build wealth, but peace of mind too. Because in the end, money is just a tool to help you live life on your own terms. If you found this valuable, hit subscribe to join the Book Wisdom community. Every week, we break down the best self-development books to help you grow smarter, stronger, and more successful without spending hours reading. And let me know in the comments, which book should I cover next? I'm always checking your suggestions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. If you like this video, I recommend you to watch this video next. Click here to keep leveling up yourself.